Courage is not the absence of fear, but the conquest of it. Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs. Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears. When one door shuts, another opens. Time heals all wounds. In wine, there is truth. If you must break the law, do it to seize power. In all other cases, observe it. Humans have come into being for the sake of each other, so either teach them or learn to bear them. Do not act as if you are going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good. All that glitters is not gold. No one can wear a mask for very long. He who seeks for glory must be willing to endure hardships. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. In this, you have the power to revoke at any moment. A man who likes being alone has more ability to appreciate moments of solitude, to enjoy the simplicity of life. I love the name of honor more than I fear death. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. All men's souls are mortal, but the souls of the righteous are immortal and divine. Which death is preferable to every other? The unexpected. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. He who spares the guilty punishes the innocent. A wise man hears one word and understands two. Silence is a lesson learned through life's many sufferings. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. Men willingly believe what they wish. He who knows himself knows others. Whilst we deliberate how to begin a thing, it grows too late to begin it. In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take. Our plans miscarry because they have no aim. When a man does not know what harbor he is making for, no wind is the favorable wind. I have always reckoned the dignity of the Republic of first importance and preferable to life. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. He who wants to beat a dog is sure to find a stick. Can anyone be proved innocent if it be enough to have accused him? If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. This you have the power to revoke at any moment. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. You are lonely not because no one needs you, but because you care about who is next to you. Someone despises me. That's their problem. Ask yourself at every moment, is this necessary? How much more damage anger and grief do than the things that cause them? Time discovers truth. Life is short, art long, opportunity fleeting, experience deceptive, judgment difficult. Where there is unity, there is always victory. Choose not to be harmed and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed and you haven't been. Do not indulge in dreams of having what you have not, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess, and then thankfully remember how you would crave for them if they were not yours. When there is unity, there is always victory. A rolling stone gathers no moss. He who does not prevent a crime when he can, encourages it. Experience is the teacher of all things. Hope is the dream of a waking man. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing, because an artful life requires being prepared to meet and withstand sudden and unexpected attacks. Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life, now take what's left and live it properly. Here is a rule to remember in future when anything tempts you to feel bitter. Not this is misfortune, but to bear this worthily is good fortune. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. In this, you have the power to revoke at any moment. The mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. The only certainty is that nothing is certain. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. The mind that is anxious about the future is miserable. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself in your way of thinking. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. The best way to keep one's word is not to give it. Where there is life, there is hope. There is no such thing as pure pleasure. Some anxiety always goes with it. The greatest remedy for anger is delay. The gods help those who help themselves. The desire for safety stands against every great and noble enterprise. To conquer oneself is the greatest victory. The greater the difficulty, the greater the glory. The secret of all victory lies in the organization of the non-obvious. He who hesitates is lost. Not to know what happened before you were born is to be a child forever. To bear trials with a calm mind robs misfortune of its strength and burden. To be ignorant of what occurred before you were born is to remain always a child. It is sweet and fitting to die for one's country. Fear is proof of a degenerate mind. He who has begun has half done. Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. There is never any need to get worked up or to trouble your soul about things you can't control. These things are not asking to be judged by you. Leave them alone. In times of peace, the warlike man attacks himself. Let us be grateful to people who make us happy. Confine yourself to the present. As long as you live, keep learning how to live. Good health and good sense are two of life's greatest blessings. Cowards die many times before their actual deaths. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. So much for the emperors. The rest of this history must deal with the monster. A man who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than is necessary. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Say not always what you know, but always know what you say. Valor is superior to number. Why should you feel anger at the world as if the world would notice? Hope is the pillar that holds up the world. While we are postponing life speeds by, do not act as if you are going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you while you live. While it is in your power, be good. We find that the Romans owed the conquest of the world to no other cause than continual military training, exact observance of discipline in their camps, and unwearied cultivation of the other arts of war. A place for everything and everything in its place. No man can escape his destiny, the next inquiry being how he may best live the time that he has to live. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. What we do in life echoes in eternity. Hope is the pillar that holds up the world. Hope is the dream of a waking man. True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. It is not by muscle speed or physical dexterity that great things are achieved, but by reflection force of character and judgment. The foundation of every state is the education of its youth. We should not like sheep follow the herd of creatures in front of us, making our way where others go not where we ought to go. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Dig within. Within is the wellspring of good, and it is always ready to bubble up if you just dig. Life, if well lived, is long enough. It is easier to find men who will volunteer to die than to find those who are willing to endure pain with patience. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. One who is all alone is less alone than one who is with his noisy company. The more laws, the less justice. Poverty wants some things, luxury many things, avarice all things. It is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. The lofty pine is oftenest shaken by the winds. High towers fall with a heavier crash, and the lightning strikes the highest mountain. It is a human thing to Fate leads the willing and drags along the reluctant. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. Let the welfare of the people be the ultimate law. Whoever does wrong wrongs himself. Whoever does injustice does it to himself, making himself evil. We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. If you have a garden and a library, you have everything you need. A good reputation is more valuable than money. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Get busy with life's purpose. Toss aside empty hopes. Get active in your own rescue. If you have overcome your inclination and not been overcome by it, you have reason to rejoice. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. I had rather be first in a village than second at Rome. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all the others. Stop allowing your mind to be a slave to be jerked about by selfish impulses, to kick against fate in the present, and to mistrust the future. The things hardest to bear are sweetest to remember. Do every act of your life as though it were the very last act of your life. Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I'm about to criticize? The gods conceal from men the happiness of death, that they may endure life. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. Your days are numbered. Use them to throw open the windows of your soul to the sun. If you do not, the sun will soon set, and you with it. Be like the cliff against which the waves continually break, but it stands firm and tames the fury of the water around it. The end crowns the work. Great fear is concealed under daring. A low soul always presupposes the lowest motives for noble deeds. Great empires are not maintained by timidity. Justice is the constant and perpetual will to allot to every man his due. A person's worth is measured by the worth of what he values. If it's endurable, then endure it. Stop complaining. A picture is worth 1,000 words. If you like being alone, it's a sign that you have inner strength and independent thinking. Thanks for watching. To make sure you don't miss any future videos, please click the circular subscribe button in the middle of the screen. You can also check out more videos on the left or our playlists on the right. Don't forget to like and share to help us spread the word. Thanks you.